Hi everybody, it's me, still bald, and I was feeling pretty good up until today, but that's okay, because it's been pretty good up until today. I had a shot today to increase my white blood cell count again, and that just makes you feel achy. So, anyway, I wanted to do a little video. Hopefully it will be short, and this is an informational video because most of you know that I have been, struggling with the, with being a cancer patient and somebody who was about to start testosterone. And up until now, and still right now, the brakes have permanently been put on, obviously while I'm going through chemo, not starting hormones, including the ones I was on, which was just to keep me within the normal female ranges. And the consequences of not being on any of them suck. But right now the idea is to preserve life. So I am being a good patient and taking all of my poison. And anyway, so I have, last time I saw my doctor, I always mention it, throw it in there to see what he'll say. And this time he said something like, "I told you you couldn't take hormone?" And I said, "Yeah." And we talked a little bit more about it. And he's a strange guy, and I really love him. He talks to himself and figures things out loud. And basically, there's not a whole lot of data on it. And it came down to this. Theoretically, testosterone increases the growth of cells, good cells and bad cells. And at the end of the conversation, he said to me, "I would feel really terribly if your cancer came back and I allowed you to go on testosterone." And frankly, I don't think we would ever know whether it was just it came back again or it was the testosterone. So he urged me to do some research as well, and there's not very much, but I was in contact with two places, and one of them was, some of you may have heard of the breast cancer lady, Dr. Susan Love, and I forget how I ended up at her website, but she had some information and is a very cool lady, and they answered me right away, and I wanted to share with you the response that I got. And basically my question, was, given my background, is there any research that says taking testosterone will increase the likelihood of cancer growth? Is it strictly contraindicated in cancer patients? And I gave her my history: 5-year survivor, stage 1 ovarian cancer, stage 1C at age 38, BRCA1 positive, status post prophylactic bilateral mastectomy, paid by the insurance, and then a recent recurrence after the 5-year marker. And she responded and said, "You're asking an interesting question," says Dr. Susan Love's research representative, Dixie Mills. "It is unclear whether testosterone increases the risk of ovarian or breast cancer." I will repeat that, and there's more. It is unclear whether testosterone increases the risk of ovarian or breast cancer. The reports are mixed, except in transgender men, where it may be a problem. What the fuck does that mean? And then it goes on, "Otherwise, it only seems to be a risk if the testosterone is converted to excess estrogen, and this only seems to happen in a small population of people. Therefore, I don't think it's strictly contraindicated." I don't think I told her that I was trans and poised for taking tea for that reason. So I sent her another email, and I told her my situation and asked, would this make a difference? So I'm opening up that email right now. Oh, poop. It's not going to open. Here it is. Okay, so I said, does that change the picture, knowing that I am, you know, have a history of cancer and I'm about to transition using, getting on hormones? And she said, I would think so. I found this document from Canada which refers to FTMs being at risk, but it doesn't give a reference. And then she goes on to say, somewhere I saw a movie called Southern Comfort about an FTM who developed ovarian cancer. It won some Sundance Award. Perhaps your surgeon would know more. Okay. So that's the end of that line right there. So she gives me a link, and I click on the link, and I get to a very interesting place, and I will put the link in the sidebar. I guess it's over there. Trans Health dot a whole bunch of stuff. Trans Health. And I found this really, really great article, Trans People and Cancer. And I'm going to find this one little... Now remember something. I am not putting this video out to scare people or to convince them not to do something. We all know that there are risks with everything, and I think there's an increased cardiovascular risk with being trans, and fine. Okay, but information is powerful, and I'm doing this for myself and somebody else out there. I can't be the only one. So, here we go. Let me find, this is a really cool article, but I want to get to the part about hormones and testosterone. Here it is. Waiting for it to load. Oh, here it is. It's just tiny. Okay, let's make it bigger so I can see it. Alright, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of info in here, but here's the part. Thank you for being so patient while I pull this up. Oh, poop. Prostate? We don't have to worry about prostate cancer. So there is some advantage. Oh, yeah, okay. FTM ovarian screening. We love that. Okay, here it is. There is no clear evidence. There is no clear evidence that testosterone increases or decreases the risk of endometrial cancer for FTMs. But there is evidence. Here's the shitty line. There is evidence that in FTMs taking testosterone, excess testosterone is converted via aromatase to estrogen. It aromatizes, it changes to estrogen. Without, if regular shedding of the uterine lining every month, estrogen can stimulate the cells of the endometrium to grow too much, which is hyperplasia. Over a long period of time, this can develop into endometrial cancer. Okay, but I've had all that taken out, and a lot of the guys have, which also may be a push in the pants to get that done at some point. Because if you don't have your junk, you can't get cancer there. Although I had my junk removed and got it somewhere else because there was nowhere else for it to go. But anyway. Okay, here's the last line. Some researchers have also speculated, can we be more vague, that FTMs taking testosterone over a long period of time may be at increased risk for ovarian cancer. Okay, I was not on testosterone, and I got it. So it doesn't really answer my question, but I thought it was important to put that out there, and you can see why my doctor is very reluctant to say, go ahead. So, because if I ever get it again, we're not going to know, you know, what was the cause, and, you know, we're dealing with years at a time. Hopefully, after I finish this treatment, I will get another 5 years, but the, you know, the statistics don't say that. So if, you know, I get through a year or it comes back in a year and I'm on T, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, this is a really cool article. Let me see how long I've been talking. Oh my God, 10 minutes. All right, guys, so questions, bring them on. And I'm sorry if I bummed anybody out.